today we're trying something new. You get to see my face on camera a little bit, and that is because I'm giving you a craft room tour. I just got the bug earlier this year to start organizing my craft room, and I had already started it a while ago and kind of not finished it. But the stamps were getting out of hand. My pegboard used to be so pretty and it got to be a mess. So I decided to buckle down and get it done. My husband gives me a week before it's messy again. So we have to prove him wrong. So you guys hold me accountable, but I'm gonna turn the camera around and give you a little craft room tour and go through just kind of how I organize all my stuff and give you just some ideas if you were looking for reorganization or inspiration to organize your craft room. So come along. So I'm super blessed because I have my own craft room, which is actually my office, but that's not fun. But the rest of it is my craft room. So what we have is over here, I have a big metal bookshelf. It's from Hobby Lobby, and you can tell it is full. I have pocket cards there, and I have the little photo shoe boxes, and mostly they're divided up. Let's see, there's a Christmas and a Halloween, there's a fall, and there's a Momenta. I used to be on the Momenta design team, so I just put all of my products in there. And there's a Disney, because when I'm scrapbooking Disney, I mostly want to grab like my Disney items. I have some paper storage over here, but I do have a few like paper pads and collections that I wanted to keep together. So those are there with my page protectors. So I have those two boxes. They're Project Life, like from a long time ago. And so I just have kept those hard boxes, and I stick any new ones that I get in there, because I do 12 by 12, I do 9 by 12, do all different sizes. And then the smaller ones, I like to do Life Crafted albums. You can see there. So the smaller Life Crafted page protectors, as well as 6x8s and stuff, are in that red cherry on top box. These are kind of two like junk things. I will get around to cleaning this out, but yeah. I've been crafting for over 20 years, so I have a lot of stuff. These two white bins are filled with embellishments, and those are what I'm kind of working through on my 80/20 series with Sarah Scraps. These are two 6x6, 6x8 paper pad storage boxes, and I'm working through some of those on my series with Kira in our Dust Bunny series we just started this month. This is a basket of Studio Calico. Studio Calico is in Bowling Green, which is like about an hour from here. And I just periodically get some stuff from them, like from their sales and stuff. And let's see, back down here, sorry, I'm all over the place. This is like a little box of paints, like acrylic paints for my gel press. Sorry, that's my dog, Belle. Yeah, hi, Belle. Hi. Every time I start doing my voiceovers and start talking, she comes in because she thinks that means I want her in here. This box right here is embossing powders. This is paper house stuff. I have another paper house box down here. I have a lot of paper house stuff. My Life Crafted albums, I mostly only keep them up here. Like this one is complete, so I can take that back downstairs, because I do keep my completed albums on our family bookshelf, but the rest of these are kind of works in progress, so I do keep them up here. And then this is my 2021 planner that I'm working on for Paper House Productions, or from Paper House Productions, but it's just my like weekly memory keeping planner. And this is a box of photos that I have printed just whenever I have a story that I want to tell and I know I already have the photo printed. It's in that box. And again, some works in progress. These are a baby album. This is our 10th anniversary from Arizona. These are like Disney and vacation and Disney, and yeah. And this is my scrap basket, and I never use it, and I probably should do a series on using that. And this is, y'all, this is candy. This is Mommy's candy stash that the kids don't get to know is there. Shh, don't tell. So this cart holds a lot of traveler's notebooks, and it has pins and stuff on top, but honestly I don't really use those a lot, and I probably should repurpose that. So if you have ideas for a lot of pin storage that what else it could be used for, let me know in the comments. And I noticed I have this big white wall space, so I need to hang something up here, I think. So this is what I was super excited about recently on the blog post that I'm gonna do to accompany this on the Cherry on Top blog. I'm gonna show you a before picture. It was a hot mess. So I used to be on a stamp design team, so I do have a lot of stamps. I have about 100 sets. I did a poll in the Cherry on Top Facebook group, and it seemed like everybody was either in the below 30 sets or above 100. Like it was a big range there. So, but what I did was I got the Avery L envelopes, and these are my 6x8 stamps, and they fit in the bigger size envelopes. And I'm not exactly sure the size, but I will link the blog post down below, and the blog post for sure will say the exact sizes. And I think these are 5x7 pockets, and then that's I keep my 4x6 stamps in there. And so some of them have the background and some of them don't, but like if they came with a nice background like Catherine Pooler, I'll put that in there. But like I didn't have a background for this Kelly Pookie stamp, but anyway. And then I had these bags for my die cuts, and the usual small size of stamp is like a 3x4, so I put those in there, and they don't really close, but that's okay. I don't need them to close. And so obviously this thing was made for smaller divisions, but I just took the dividers out on some of the sections so it would fit. And I put the ones I use the most up front, which is Everyday Explorer, because that's my favorite. And then I have a little rolly tray here that needs to be kind of revisited. And then about a year ago, I did this storage. So I kind of did like a rainbow storage of all my paper. I took apart almost all of my paper pads. So we have like basics here, and then we have like a Roy G. Biv situation here, and I just divided them all by color. And then down here I have like a rainbow section, so pages that are just basically rainbow. I have browns, grays, and blacks and whites. And then up here, again, we did a Roy G. Biv, and these are like when I cut in, so these are full pages. Almost all of these are full pages. So when I cut into a page, but it's like enough to save, then I'll stick it in here. So reds and pinks, oranges, yellows, greens, blues and purples, and then this is like whites and blacks and browns in there. So up here we have like a little embellishment container, and we have some jars that are let's see, this jar has some washi, but otherwise the jars all have die cuts. Die cut situation is another one that might be a little bit out of control, but maybe I'll do another series and work on that. So this is an old sewing table that I picked up at Goodwill a long time ago, and back then I had done my room all in turquoise, so I painted it turquoise. But I interchanged my manual die cut machine and my sewing machine here. So you can see back here are all of my dies in a basket, just kind of organized in little plastic sleeves. And I also have some dies in here. These are like the magnetic art bin holders, and I have my favorite Pink Fresh Studio Heather Alpha die on top. But this is cool because you can just like flip through and see, and then I just kind of know where everything is. And back here I have embossing folders because you use those with the manual die cut machine as well. So when I'm sewing, I have the sewing machine up here. This is a Brother sewing machine that I got earlier this year for my birthday. My mother-in-law got that for me, and it was a nice surprise. And then I have the Big Shot down there, and so I'll just switch them out whenever I need to. So this is where the magic happens, and it's a tiny desk, but I don't really have room for a bigger desk in here. I do wish I had a little bit more of a workspace, but that's okay. I make it work. So I have my Cricut down here, and I like to keep it unplugged just for safety, but I keep it down here, and then if I need it, then I'll either pull it out and just kind of use it in the floor right here, or put it up here on my desk. My personal laptop is here, and so it's a Cricut Air, and it has Bluetooth, so I can send whatever I need here. My mother-in-law got me this for Christmas. It's the scrapping easel. It was on Amazon, which is pretty cool. And so you can use it to photograph and like kind of keep the glare off of your pages, especially like a pocket page, or stand up and work on it. It has these little magnets that stick it down. But I do like to use it as like an additional workspace. I have a Tim Holtz glass mat here, and my desk is a hot mess, and I probably should paint that. But honestly, I am in here pretty much every day, so I don't really have time to paint it. But this is why I just reorganized as well. I got excited, and I don't know that I took a before shot. I might have a before shot from a long time ago. I'm gonna look. But basically all these baskets I painted because they were like black. This actually was in my son's room when he was a baby and had all of his stuff above his changing table. And so when we moved and he didn't need that anymore, I painted it white, and then I just now spray painted all of the baskets, and then I bought these acrylic shelves. So these right here are acrylic spice rack shelves from Amazon, and then these as well are kind of like pin trays. And so I bought those, and my husband screwed them in. They didn't these attached to the pegboard, but these did not, so we screwed them in. And then I mostly have shimmers, but I have all my sprays up here in Roy G. Biv. I have the things I don't use as much up at the top, just kind of like a few punches, and then my stencils up there. And then these are my potted paints. And then I have an adhesive basket, so it has all of my adhesive as well as my staplers and just little tools that I use around. I like to keep my scissors right here, so I know where they are. These are the washies that I'm using the most right now in my memory planner. And then this is another little shelf of all the things. So like adhesive, alcohol inks, powdered inks, and Nuvo drops mostly. And this is a basket. I got this for like $3 at Target, I think, in the like the Target whatever dollar aisle, but it's not dollar anymore. But it's just like a little. It has a magnet on the back. I guess it's made for a locker. I guess that's what it's made for. But I just put my like little hashtag on there, and it has my pins, and then this holds my paintbrushes and my palette knives. And this was a fun find on Amazon. So it's just like a paper towel roll holder. And so if I need to take it off to roll over my mixed media, I can, but I can keep it up there for just quick pulling it off. And I need to find a good solution for my baby wipes as well. And I have a rolling cart here. I have my cutting apparatus. And I bought this from a Cherry on Top the other day. It is magnetic. And oops, there it went. And it's a little tray that sits on top, and so you can use it. So until the coveted project cart comes in that has the 6 trays, that's gonna do me. So when I'm doing mixed media, I can set this over here to dry, or I can set, like I said, my cutting machines over there. It just gives me another surface, especially because my desk is so small. I store all of my stamping inks here. I have my Distress Oxides, Distress Inks, and Catherine Pooler. They all nest together well, so I love that. I have my stamping blocks, my gesso, and then down here is where I keep my 12 by 12 sticker sheets. I know it doesn't look super great, but to me that's the best way to store them because they're not like stuck up and I'm sliding them into one another, so they're not getting other stickers to come off the sheet. And I don't know, I like that storage system. It might not be great for everyone, but I don't keep my collections together, so I don't feel the need to store those with any papers. I just like to store them there. And then over here I have this section. I have my Cricut mats up here, just a few other things there, and then there's my typecast. To be honest, I don't really use that anymore because I do use it some, but just not a lot, because I did get a new printer down here. It's a HP Envy, and I am happy with it, and I have started printing a lot of my journaling there, but I am happy to print my photos at home now too. So that is like a travel case for crafting. I haven't really used that much either because, hey, where are we going? And then up here I just have some more washi tapes and little containers and just some decor. I have a few other decor items that I need to add around. So yeah, so that's my craft room. I'm super blessed. There is some stuff in the closet, but it's stuff that I don't really use a lot. So I try to keep everything handy so that, you know, my crafting can be an enjoyable experience. It's not stressful. I like to craft every day, so that's what we got going on here. Oh, and I didn't show you this. Sorry, these little drawers have thickers. So these are color thickers in Roy G. Biv order. These are black and white, and these are metallics. And this is like a junk drawer right now. Here is where I keep my die cuts. I have them all in these little 3x4 bags from Cherry on Top, and then in these little square containers. Now, some people don't agree, but these die cuts are good on here. Look how huge they are. They don't even like fit well. But anyway, I digress. So I just keep them by collection. These are something I do keep by collection, which is my die cut. And I keep them just individually in the bags by collection, so I can just flip through them and pull out what I need whenever I'm working. That's a little junk drawer. This is extra emergency adhesive, extra little hooks for my headboard, and just a few things like rulers and stuff in there. I also, down here, keep my sequins. And so I have these cute little boxes from, actually, Tracy Claiborne, one of the scrap girls, gave these to me. But you can individually hold this down and open up each one and just step it out. So that just holds all of my little sequins. And like when I give them from like Single Mom Scraps, I'll tear off the name of them and stick them inside so you can remember the name of the sequin collection. Yeah, there you have it. It's not perfect and it's always a work in progress, but I'm happy with it. And I think that this new organization is really going to make me, when I organized my stamps, I took a bunch off that were falling off the backings and I cleaned them really well. I'll go into more details about that in the blog post. But thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of my craft room. Bye, y'all.